Hey guys, welcome back to Christian Marriage Topics, where I speak to you from over 26 years together with my partner, and 19 of those years, we're coming up on 19 years married. So I'm speaking to you from personal experience on these different topics to kind of help give you some insight from someone who's been on this journey for quite a while. And today's topic is should being does fitness and being fit in marriage does it matter? Does fitness matter when you're married? And the short answer to that is of course. But I will definitely acknowledge the fact that women have to endure so much. When you're married, of course, you more than likely the women who were able to give childbirth. That's a huge setback with fitness anyway. Everybody don't bounce back the same. It's not so easy to get that shape, and some didn't even start with a shape. So whether you started with a shape or not started with a shape, fitness does matter for a lot of reasons. For personal health, number one. Your longevity is not promised to anybody, but you want to be mobile enough to try to get around and be active with your children. Number two. Number three, you want to feel amazing as far as like mobility. You could look beautiful while you're a big woman, but it definitely has a weight on you when you're overweight. Those charts are formed for a reason because they know when you reach over a certain weight limit, you're more than likely going to have certain high risk factors of different ailments and things that slow you down as far as health and as far as like a physical fitness wise, physical activity and everything like that. So being fit while being married is very important. And of course, you are married to a person that you committed to be with for the rest of your life. You want to remember how you felt when you first met that person. You wanted to give them the best impression of yourself. You wanted to feel nice. You wanted to feel sexy. You wanted to feel good about yourself. And you wanted to present that to them. So that should never go away. We get comfortable, we get complacent when we're married, and we just feel like, okay, you've accepted me. This is who I am. Love me for who I am. And they will. I don't believe your husband will stop loving you because you gain weight or get out of shape or nothing like that. It's not saying that's going to be the result of you not being fit. It's just a matter of staying on top of your game, and it's not that you're trying to catch anybody else, but you want to try to be your best. It's just a great feeling when you are with your husband and you feel like there's very little competition because you giving it to him, your best. We have a lot of beautiful, amazing people in the world, and you can't compete with the world, but you can compete with yourself. And when you know that you're your best self, in every single way, in every well-rounded way, including physically fit, it just makes you feel better. You want to be on his shoulder looking good. I mean, it's not about being his trophy, but in a good way, you want him to be proud. You kind of want to be like, okay, I'm proud. This is my wife, like something that is just so, presentable and just like, it's a part of self-care. You don't want to let your self-care go. To me, fitness is equally as important as personal hygiene. You don't want to just say, oh, I'm married, so I can just spend a month without taking a bath, or I could spend a month without, putting on deodorant and brushing my teeth and, things like that. It's like, that's self-care. When you're married with someone, it doesn't mean they're signing up just to take you in the rawest, lowest form of yourself. They fell in love with who you were when you presented yourself in your best light. And you can't just let that falter and crumble. It's easy because life is so busy. You have children. Each pregnancy, you have to fight off the weight. And then you get pregnant again. And you got to fight off the weight. And then get pregnant again and fight off the weight. And for some of us, it's an unending thing until you reach like menopause or something where it's even more harder to fight off the weight. So it's not about that. It's just about staying fit, staying active, and at least trying to set aside some time to put the effort forth. A small little pieces of effort can go a long way, because sometimes even when you work hard, you don't always get the exact result that you're looking for. And it's not about perfection. It's about keeping that form of self-care and not neglecting it, because being fit matters. It really does, especially to me when you're married, because here you are with your partner and it goes both ways. It's the same as if you have your husband and he was just so tight, right, fit, muscular, lean, all of that, or even just in shape without the muscles, just in general shape. You don't want to see him kind of let himself go where, he just everything, he just became, look like he swallowed a watermelon or two, and then you just have to deal with that. You want to try to see your mate stay active and stay fit, stay reasonably fit, over time. Age and things, lifestyle slows us down where we won't be that teenage body. We understand that teenage body is so, that's fresh fruit right there. But I'm always chasing that fresh fruit for myself personally. I know that I am not like I was when I was a teen, but I always remember that picture in my head. I'm like, whoa, I was a nice piece of fresh fruit. And I don't want that to wither away, because it necessarily, age has its toll on us, but we definitely can hinder that process by working against it and trying to preserve ourselves. We see things where people are like, 70 years old and they're weightlifting and things like that. I'm not saying go that extreme, but it shows us that efforts definitely show an improvement in your appearance. You want to feel fly. You want to feel sexy. You want to feel hot. You want to feel fit. You want to feel fierce. You want to feel like what competition? I'm a hottie right here. Who? You definitely want to feel that way. And that doesn't mean if you're overweight, you don't feel that way. I'm not saying overweightness equals low self-esteem. I'm just saying overweightness has been proven that it does equal health issues, So it's not just about the outer appearance. It's literally about the inner appearance, especially if you have children. Those children are so much younger than you. You want to try to stay healthy to be able to be the best parent you can be and be actively engaged with your children. You don't want to just be sitting there where you're sick and declining because of health things that could be prevented. So for me, I have been chasing this journey for a long time, and it could be frustrating. I'm doing one thing and when I look back, I see, wow, that was actually working. But then I'll look back and then it's like I slumped and somehow I'll have a moment of slumping and just slacking off. And then I could see that too. It's like the moments where I was working at it, I can actually look back and see like, wow, my body did look like I was doing something. It wasn't just a waste of my time. But then, the moments that I slacked off, I look back and I'm like, whoa, okay, I could see that too. But even sometimes when I did not slack off, I didn't always accomplish the goals that I wanted. I didn't always accomplish the body appearance that I wanted. But it did make me feel good because I was able to see that it did make a difference, though. Even if I did not accomplish my goal, I could see a clear difference that had I not gave any effort, it would have been way worse than that. So being fit matters in marriage. It really does. It's not that they don't love you for who you are. It's not that if you become, way out of shape, that would change the way they feel about you. But just because someone chooses to love you for who you are, that should be even more reason to try to be your best version of yourself. In life, that's what we're always striving to do, spiritually and physically. We want to be our best. Does it mean that we don't fall short? Yeah, we still fall short. But don't give up. Always have an action plan. Have an action plan. For me, I done went through so many different phases of my workouts. It's just amazing. But it keeps me on my toes thinking of the next thing I'm going to do. I did recently I did 40 days of walking 10 miles with my 2 kids in strollers. My son is 9 and my daughter is 5. So they're pretty nice sized kids, but I bought a stroller, threw them in that stroller so they won't complain about walking and getting tired. And I walked around the trail 40 days, 10 miles every day. Then after that, I did like some yoga type things, just breathing and stomach sucking in my stomach, and like more like what they call them, stomach vacuums, to kind of repair those deep transverse abdominis muscles that get damaged when you're pregnant. Those are the muscles that hold your organs in. And when they get damaged when you're pregnant, they kind of make you pooch out like you're still pregnant. So most people don't even know you have to repair those muscles if they get stretched out of shape. So I just did 30 days that I committed to just light exercise, just doing breathing things where I'm sucking in my stomach like a vacuum, or just like doing planks and things like that. Something very simple, just to kind of focus on the deep core muscles. Then after that, I was doing like 50 push-ups and 50 squats. Then now, currently, I just started a new thing where I'm doing jump rope for 30 minutes. You know, I needed to turn up the intensity, and jump rope will get that heart up there. The point that I'm making is I keep thinking of the next thing because I still haven't reached my goal. And sometimes you'll have to do more. It's a lifelong journey. It's what I've accepted. I was like, oh, let me do this 30-day challenge. Let me do this 90-day challenge. But at the end of the day, you definitely have to maintain it. Let's just say you reach your goal. You still have to maintain that, or it'll creep right back up. So it's something that you have to come into mentally aware that being fit is not a 30-day challenge. It's not a 90-day challenge. It's a lifetime thing. You're constantly being active. It's no different than personal hygiene. You can't do a 30-day challenge with freshness, and then after that 30 days, you think you're still going to be fresh. No, you got to keep washing up, keep brushing your teeth. It's a maintenance thing. It's a lifelong maintenance. So you have to come to your mind to accept fitness as a lifelong maintenance. It's no different than keeping your hairstyle. You know, you go to the hairstylist and get some braids, you know, and it stay up 30 days. It might even stay up 90 days. But do you think they just going to stay up? No, you got to take it out, wash it, and think of what you're going to do next to keep your hair up. So remember, fitness is not a quick fix, but it's a commitment that you have to process and accept. It's a maintenance, no different than personal hygiene. So fitness does matter in marriage. Fitness matters in marriage. And you have to create your own action plan that works for you, no matter how simple it might seem. If it's more than what you're used to doing, that's something. It could be diet change. It could be just adding a salad in. It has to be something. But I would say do a little bit more, you know, add a little salad in once a day, you know, that's replacing a whole meal, you know, or, you know, do a little walking, you know, 1 mile, you know, and that might go up to like 3 miles every other day or 3 times a week. The bottom line is don't slack on your fitness, because that's just as important. That's my advice for today, guys. And please subscribe to this channel. I create these videos out of personal experience and personal advice, and I definitely want to be rewarded for my efforts. So thank you for watching.